Hey, this is Jeff, and in this video, I'm going to share with you a little bit about the Effortless Enrollment Mastery program, which is a course that is within Master Coach University. So, how do you make the process of enrolling new clients effortless? That's the name of the program, right? Effortless Enrollment Mastery. Let me answer that question with a little bit of background, a little bit of a story. Recently, the New York Times ran a front page story about young, inexperienced coaches trying to get paid for coaching people twice their age. Now, I don't know this for a fact, but the New York Times probably figured we'll expose these coaches as failures, frauds. That kind of drama attracts readers, right? So they found a bunch of young coaches and they interviewed them. Of course, little did they know that most of their young victims were actually my students. And by the time they realized these coaches were getting tons of clients, making money, and transforming lives, it was too late. The paper had a deadline to meet, so they ran the story exposing these coaches' phenomenal results. And literally, this is actually the article. It's on the front page of the Sunday edition of the New York Times. And those pictures are pictures of my students. These are students of mine. These are coaches that became coaches, that they started their coaching practice basically as a result of the work that they did in my courses. And just to review some of the results that these coaches got, Janine, who's actually in this article, got 18 clients in under a year. Fred got 20 clients in under 1 year. Aji got 15 clients in under 2 years. And Colette got 17 clients in under 2 years. These are not typical results for people that go through probably any program, including mine, but these are some of the results that we've seen are possible with the type of work that I do with coaches. So a lot of misconceptions are hovering in the world of coaching, like you need to get certified. Do coaches really need a stellar certification to succeed? I mean, if you look at a Brian Tracy or a Wayne Dyer, you got to think these guys had to have mega certifications if you believe this line of thinking. The fact is, whoops, none of them are certified, actually. Do coaches really need massive success in life to be great coaches? I mean, you look back at those coaches, Janine and Aji and Colette, did they achieve just tremendous success in their lives in order to become great coaches with lots of clients? Well, let's take a look at some possible examples. Here's a gentleman, he sells cars, then he moves up to selling encyclopedias. I don't know if that's a move up. And then he really moves up to become an encyclopedia sales manager. And then he moved on to start a $30 million coaching empire. Later, this empire rocketed to $77 million in revenue per year. The source of this is Time Magazine and Wikipedia. That is Warner Earhart. That's how he got his start. So I wouldn't say that's tremendous success in life. Let's look at another great example. This gentleman quits his job. He lives homeless for 2 years. His family says he's irresponsible, even insane. That's his own family said that. Then becomes a #1 New York Times bestseller with 5 million copies of his book sold. And that's Eckhart Tolle. There he is with the Dalai Lama and hanging out with Oprah. If that's irresponsible or insane, that's the kind of irresponsible and insane that I would like to adopt myself. So all these coaches successfully started their business the right way. So what's the right way? In my experience, working with coaches that succeeded and coaches that fail to start their business successfully, that fail to build the business of their dreams, the big difference I've seen are really just a couple things, about 6 different things, 6 different skills and experiences that these coaches mastered, that when I started my coaching business, I mastered, that really provided us with success that the coaches that fail never master, or they never use their ability in that particular area. Now, the Effortless Enrollment Mastery program is the third aspect of Master Coach University. And this program really makes enrolling clients effortless without being a platform speaker or some internet guru. Effortless Enrollment Mastery teaches you the skills, techniques, and strategies that I use for the past 13 years to make sure that my coaching income was the only income I needed to support myself. So how do you do it? how do you make the process of enrolling new clients effortless? You must achieve emotional mastery, commitment and leadership mastery, mastery of enrollment, of course, mastery of maximizing your clients, mastery of leveraging past clients, and referral and follow-up mastery. These skills ensure without a shadow of a doubt that you can get new paying coaching clients with nothing more than a phone. Now, Effortless Enrollment Mastery, as I just suggested, is not an effortless program. It is a 60-week program with 74 video trainings, and these aren't little 5-minute intros either. Many of these videos are over an hour in length. You'll learn every facet and every detail of what it takes to make coaching your sole source of income. So let's talk about the modules. Module 1 is where we cover emotional mastery. The ability to get people to pay you to coach them requires emotional mastery. In fact, coaches fail not because they couldn't coach or enroll clients, but because they haven't mastered their emotions. There are two parts to emotional mastery. Core transformation, where you'll identify limiting beliefs that are holding you back in your ability to attract clients and destroy them. Then you'll condition the beliefs that will empower you to fill your coaching practice. The second part is destiny navigation, where you'll discover the tapestry of forces that direct you towards your ultimate coaching destiny, and then redesign that navigation system, rewiring yourself in a way that actually changes your thinking so that you can achieve the coaching business that you dream of. The next module, Commitment and Leadership Mastery, covers, of course, commitment mastery, where you'll master the process of realizing your commitments in your coaching business. If you're not committed, you'll never get clients. You'll never be able to lead others either, because they're looking to you to be the committed one at first, at least. And then leadership mastery, which teaches how to ethically influence anyone, anytime, anywhere. And some coaches have trouble getting clients because their communities don't provide the types of people that would become ideal customers. The Leadership Mastery module will show you how to create and build a new community of the most powerful people around you and influence them to join with you in building your coaching vision to fruition. You'll develop your ability to communicate effectively with large groups of people and to speak in a way that inspires others. Module 3 is where you'll learn everything you need to do before you actually have that paying client. And this module just about amounts to about half the program, because there's just so much energy, so many tactics and strategies that you got to use just to get that client to actually pay you for coaching. Once you've got some paying clients, now it becomes a lot more effortless. So we cover lead generation, of course, how to get leads attending seminars, masterminds, trainings, how to use email and social media to generate leads, how I generated $31,000 from one lead that I generated, how to get leads with public speaking, including where to speak, how to get booked, and how to write your speech to maximize new clients, using joint ventures, including how to find and contact new partners, and also making the deal. I survived on joint ventures probably for the first 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years of my coaching business. So that is a really key set of strategies that you need to learn in Module 3. We also cover free sessions. Once you generate a lead, you got to be able to turn that lead into a paying client, and you really do that in a free session. I mean, 90% of the clients that any coach generates is pretty much coming from a free session. So you'll learn core influencing techniques and mindsets that you'll use in getting people to show up for free sessions and actually running the free sessions. You'll learn the 4 different types of free sessions, along with word-for-word guides and examples for each one of those free sessions. Also, how to sell high-dollar coaching programs, how to get people to show up for their free session, as I just suggested, all the objections that come up, and how to handle them, what to say when an objection comes up, how to manage that, and including an entire video. We actually have a whole separate video that just discusses how to handle and how to deal with the money objection that comes up so often for many coaches. Now we'll move on to Module 4. This is during the paid client relationship. You'll learn how to apply leverage in that relationship by using companies and associations, the ascension model. Also retention strategies, which is really key to maximize what you're going to create for the client and the income you'll create as well from that client Of course, the longer they stay with you, the more money you're going to make. You'll learn next level and downsell techniques, what to do when clients quit, and agreements and policies for retention, and when to enforce those agreements, including word-for-word examples of how I've done it. Next, we'll move on to after the client relationship. And a lot of coaches don't realize that after the client relationship was where a lot of profit can be generated from client relationships. You'll learn the biggest gift that you give your client that brings more business and why you have to give it after they quit coaching. Exactly the kind of testimonials and case studies to get from your clients and how to get them, and also building a team that builds your business for you. And then finally, Module 6, we cover referrals and follow-up systems. The most successful practices are almost always based upon massive amounts of referrals and ironclad follow-up systems. In this module, you'll learn and practice the best ways to follow up with prospective clients and get referrals throughout the 3 stages of the client relationship. You'll learn how to get pre-qualified, predisposed leads from automatic referral systems with word-for-word, step-by-step scripts and processes included, and how to build an environment where your current clients help you avoid ever having to market yourself again. What to say when a prospect says yes, no, and maybe during follow-up, and how to follow up using email, phone, text, and more. Plus, you'll receive your own customizable game plan for client getting so you consistently track and follow through on the actions that are the lifeblood of your coaching business. Let's take a look at what's possible as a result of this. Take a look at the fees that coaches are charging. Speaking fees, $250 to $5,000 or more per speech. Product prices. Products generally are priced between $50 and $3,000, sometimes even more per product. Coaching fees. Per client annually, you will generally make about $1,500 to $12,000 per client. And again, obviously that's a very wide range, but the minimums really do lie around the $1,500 range. Now, how can these streams of income actually add up? Now, let's just look at working with coaching clients. If you just spent 6 months in Effortless Enrollment Mastery and you enrolled 4 clients per month, basically, and if you're really working hard on this stuff and you're putting full-time effort in, you definitely can generate 4 clients. It's not necessarily typical, and again, this is a brand new program, so we don't have statistics yet on what you will do in this program itself. So I can't make those statements and claims that this is exactly what you'll create, but I've seen coaches do this many times, and our more successful coaches, this is definitely a doable number for them, no doubt. So in month 1, let's say you get 4 clients, and you charge a very moderate, or actually a fairly low fee for coaches, which is $250 a month. And so, of course, 4 clients times $250, it's $1,000 in income in that first month. Month 2, now you got 8 clients because you enrolled another 4, let's assume. Your fee still stays the same. Your income, now $2,000 a month because now you've got 8 clients, you're charging all of them $250 each. Month 3, now you're at 12 clients, you brought in another 4. Now you're at $3,000 a month in income. And then month 4, $4,000, month 5, $5,000, and month 6, $6,000. That's $6,000 per month by month 6. Just by adding 4 new clients per month. That's 1 client a week. Do you think if you spent your time each week doing these things that we just talked about, mastering these processes, talking to people, getting referrals, following up, setting free sessions, you think you can sign 1 person up at $250 a month? If you think there's no way you can do that, now you might be wrong, I don't know, but if there's really no way that you can do that, then stop listening or watching this video right now. But the fact is that anybody who's a halfway decent coach and learns these processes should be able to do that. Again, these results are not typical. Most coaches who learn these basics don't actually use them. That's one of the reasons why during Effortless Enrollment, we'll be holding you accountable for following through on these things, try to maximize what you can actually produce, because just learning this stuff doesn't do it. You got to learn it and use it, and we're going to support you in that process by holding you accountable, motivating you, helping you to lay that emotional and commitment to leadership foundation first. That's why we start with those aspects. But this is what's possible as a result of actually doing this stuff. So if you want to see my numbers, and again, we just ran the numbers from a pure coaching model, but there's really three major streams of income for coaches if they choose to maximize and go after multiple streams of income. There's speaking, products, and coaching. So let's first of all start with speaking. This is just a recent speaking engagement I did where that I made $1,000 for a 4-hour keynote. And they literally, this company flew me to their city and put me up in a nice hotel and paid me $1,000 plus expenses for the keynote that I ran. That's just a couple months ago that I did that. Moving on to coaching, we're not going to cover products because, again, that's not really the focus of what you'll be accomplishing in this program, so I'm just going to skip by products. But suffice to say that I make thousands of dollars of income every single month from products, and these enrollment principles and these understandings are part of the foundation that helped me to build the business model that brings me in thousands of dollars in product income every single month. So this is still important to support that process. But let's take a look at my merchant accounts from past years, looking at just coaching fees that I charge. If we focus in on one of these merchant statements, you'll actually see that this merchant statement amounted to over $23,000 in coaching fees. This was actually one of my $30,000 months, and the vast majority of that income was just coaching income from the principles that you will learn in Effortless Enrollment Mastery. So I look forward to working with you in Effortless Enrollment Mastery inside of Master Coach University very soon. Take care until then.